guys, Willie B9 here. I have been called out by my good friend Hoary Ryder on the 3x3 challenge. He caught me, yeah. I got roped in. So here we go. The 3x3 challenge. I was a bus driver for most of my career, and a lot of you guys know that. And I retired 2 years ago. I'm 62 now, but when I was a young guy, in my early 20s, I was a barber. And the way that came about was I had a brother-in-law who owned a string of shops, and he was a barber and did pretty well at it, and so I got into it. And I worked around the city in different shops for a time after I got my license, and I ended up working for my brother-in-law eventually. But as far as barbering went, I hated it. I mean, I really hated it. It was the whole deal of being stuck in a shop all day long, the same shop with the same people, the same conversations, and I just found the boredom, and I mean, I guess I wasn't really interested in hair or cutting hair or coloring hair or anything else, so I just really did not like doing it. I like to be out, and when I was a young guy, I used to drive a truck, and I did some even some long haul stuff, and I just like being on my own. I like the freedom of that, and being cooped up in a barber shop wasn't for me. So long story short, I ended up working for transit, and that's where I spent my career. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, I like to cook. I love cooking. It's a hobby. I like to I'm not really into baking or things like that so much, but I like to do roasting, braising, making soups, things like that. And I enjoy it. I enjoy shopping for the food and cooking, and I enjoy eating it too. And so I do a lot of the cooking around the house. And I don't know, my specialties, I like to make prime rib. I like to cook lamb and lamb roasts and rack of lamb. I like to do braised short ribs, and you know, on it goes. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is, I have a couple of friends, guys I ride with and stuff. They're really into science fiction and programs like I don't know, things that are like Game of Thrones and things like that. And I'm just not a science fiction guy. I just can't get my head around that, and I never could, even when I was a kid. Things like Star Trek and that, I just, you know, it's just guys with funny ears and antennas with eyeballs on them. It ain't working for me, man. It's got to be real. I'm more like a nostalgia kind of guy, you know. I like old movies. Okay, I'll lay it on you straight here. I've never seen Star Wars. Yeah, believe it or not. This guy's gonna let me go. Thanks, buddy. I've never seen Star Wars. You're gonna like, what, are you sick or something, man? I just, you know, I'm not into it. I like classic rock. I like nostalgic movies. I think the best movie ever made was Forrest Gump, and sorry, but that's just the way I am. Here's a little, what's this here? This looks like a Yamaha. Oh, a Shadow, that's a Honda. Oh, I haven't seen that around before. Yeah, so, anyway, that's it. No, I just, I'm a nostalgia buff, I guess, and that's the way it is. I can't, it's got to be real, and yeah, so I guess that's about all I have to say about that, keeping it short. And as my Kaylee 7 would say, talk to you later. I don't know if that microphone's going to work, but as I said, when I was doing the 3x3 challenge there, Hoary Ryder, he called me out, and so here I am, and I just wanted to say that he had said that he likes eating Hawkins cheezies, and I I can relate to that because I'm kind of hooked or addicted to them myself, actually. So anyway, looking in the comment on his videos there, he had some people write in and say, what's a cheesy? So as it turns out, I went to the website, and apparently they're only available in Canada, believe it or not. So Ori was saying to me, maybe you should tell these guys what a cheesy is. So here you go, Hawkins cheesies, only available in Canada. There they are. They're made with real cheddar cheese, and they're made with cornmeal, and they're crunchy, and they're cheesy, and they're salty, and man, they're really good. So there you go, Hawkins cheesies, only in Canada, you say. Anyway, seeing as how I'm kind of addicted to them myself, Hori will know this, you want to kind of pass on the big ones, and you take the smaller ones because they got more intense flavor. I'll tell you what, you can't eat just one, okay? Oh, and by the way, the 3x3 challenge. I was supposed to name 3 people. Here's the deal. I actually noticed that most of the guys I subscribe to have already done it. Now there's a few Canadian guys, channels that I follow that, you know, I could call them out, but a lot of them haven't posted any material for a few months, and some up to a year or more, so I don't really want to put pressure on someone to do that. So the fact is, I don't want to be known as the 3x3 killer, but I'm just going to leave it at that. And if anybody wants to take the challenge, and well, feel free, go ahead, man. I have a cheesy. Talk to you later. Oh yeah. Hawkins cheesies. Oh yeah, they're made with real cheddar cheese. They're crunchy, they're salty, and they're made with cornmeal. And they just got a kind of a unique flavor to them. And they're hard to eat just one. And Hori will know this little trick, but you see, you kind of want to avoid the bigger ones till last. And you get the little small ones here because they're little flavor morsels. Oh yeah, Hawkins cheesies, only in Canada. I'll eat this with a full face helmet on here. Hang on a second. Yeah, oh yeah, well, oh yeah, that works. Yeah. Hawkins cheesies. Later.